Representative Overweg.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. You know what I really love about farming and ag business? I like its truth. When I was young, you learn to make your first fence. You come to the corner, your uncle, your dad, whoever would tell you, you got to brace that fence. Nah, I don't think so. Yeah, you do. 2 years, it's going to be loose, right? It's truth. How many of us up there in the gallery, when you turned your bulls in on a nice, beautiful day in June, knew that 9 months later, it was going to be the biggest snowstorm in South Dakota, right? You can't argue with it. That's farming. How many of us have missed a great big bumper crop by one rain? That's farming. There's truth in farming. What they're trying to sell you is there's not truth that carbon is hurting our climate. There's not truth when they tell you that your cows grazing in a field, nursing a calf, you planting your crops is hurting our climate. And that would be okay, and I don't care because I use distillers' grains every day in my business. I'm a fan. We were one of the first ones. A good representative from 19 said the first plant in Scotland, we were there 35 years ago, taking their product out and testing it. From the start, I've been feeding it. But what does that mean? Well, I've seen this go my whole life, my whole career, from chickens to hogs to dairy to everything. Now they got us in the crops. It's corporations telling you that you are their favorite people. Your families mean so much to them. Promising wealth, money flowing down from the mountains. You'll never want for anything again. How much money? This will not save the corn crop. This will not save the family farm. This will kill the family farm. This is corporate tax money. Somebody said to me today, well, Representative, if you don't want to do this, you better get your pocketbook out because you're going to be paying a lot of taxes. And I said, so you want me to use federal tax now so I don't have to pay state tax later? Taxes are taxes. We all owe. Our great-great-grandchildren will owe. I don't care about the pipeline. I really don't. I care about how it's handled. I care about the rights, not just property rights, by rights. When we were opening today, we were doing the Pledge of Allegiance. I noticed a couple gentlemen up behind the speaker who didn't have their hands on their heart. They had them on their foreheads in a salute to the flag, the American flag. Now that tells me they went and they served. What did they fight for? Did they fight for promise of federal money coming down and making us all rich? I'll bet if I ask them, they fought for individual rights. Rights as an American. There's not one person in this gallery today or on this floor, no matter how it goes, if somebody is on your land and you don't want them there, I can't even tell you the fire that burns in your guts. If you ever drove by, if you're not a farmer and you don't own land, and you've ever drove by a nice little piece of ground, and you say, man, I wished wouldn't that be nice to have that? Look how nice that is. Yeah, it is. But guess what? That land was bought with blood, sweat, and tears. And nobody else come to help you. You and your wife, your family, you worked it till your fingers bled. Those are rights that if South Dakota wants to continue to be the state that it is, those rights have got to be protected. I don't care how much money you want to make. You cannot make money by stepping on your neighbor's neck. We used to cut silage with neighbors, and now I got neighbors complaining to me that their neighbors are forcing a pipeline on them or forcing this, taking control away from counties. This will take control away from counties, by the way. They can tell you whatever they want. And it will not add $1 to the price of corn. I've been marketing corn most of my adult life, and I can tell you it's not going to happen. Don't fall in for the whims. Protect your constituents' rights, the rights of South Dakota, the rights of the next generation who want to live in South Dakota. I'm all for progress. Bring it on. But don't hurt your neighbor when you're doing it. Don't sacrifice your God-given rights as an American citizen. Just don't Don't give it to them, because that's all they want. They'll move on from here. They will move on from here to the next big tax boom goggle. They'll just take it. It's federal money. It's your money. It's your great-grandchildren's money. Trust me. Please vote red on this. Thank you.